Back on the Monaro again. Yeah, we finished all the wheel well and everything, and now we're finally onto the boot floor, which is not that easy. The boot floor, like any other panel, is not even close, but they're all like that really. Some are better than others, some have got a bit more work, I know. They come as a pretty rough pressing. They're not a full pressing of the whole floor by any means. They don't have a folded lip under here, and they don't go all the way out to the side. It's not the whole panel. And I'll just show you on here what we've encountered. Just marking out where we're going to relief cut. We're going to have to lift that section up a bit. We've pretty much got the other section okay. We've manipulated that around and refolded that edge a bit, and we've got that sort of sitting okay. Looks pretty good actually. We'll be able to massage that and make that all work. This one here we'll be able to make work too. We'll just spin it around. Rattle, rattle, rattle. So yeah, we've got it sort of sitting not too bad. We're going to tidy up those corners a bit. And look over here, you can see that gap in there, which is, yeah, we've kind of clamped that up, closed that up pretty well, which is good. That'll come up a bit more, yeah. And then, yeah, we can sort of see the gap off the rail, like it's quite big. It's just too hard to refold this one. I've already changed the angle a bit on it and rebent it, but it's just too much. So what we'll do is we'll put a cut in here, which is all marked out on the other side. Drop this bit down, and we might have to add a little bit in there somewhere. But you won't notice that once it's all tidied up and finished. It'll fit like a glove. Then we can get these pieces tidied up, the edge underneath here welded on. And yeah, we've just got a bit of stuff to cut out here yet still, some rust to fix up in here, and we'll get it in. Okay, part of me being a bit anal, I showed you what the old original floor looked like. We've made these pieces up, which we will put in there, and because it's that curved and plenty of overlap, very much like the original. And we've made one of them up for both sides, the other side as well, side one, and that will just where are we? There. So yeah, we'll get those in there, and it just makes that look a whole lot neater and like factory as best we can. So we'll get that floor out of there, get those bits in, put the holes in them ready to plug weld. We've got a little relief cut which we put in the floor. Let's get some light going here. Which we put in. We can't see that; it's a bit blurry, but yeah, that's better. You can see a bit of a relief cut there, which we've put in, so we can get that floor back up there. This one right against here, and it's not that far out really. I was actually thinking there's going to be a big gap, but it's not. So yeah, we'll get all the back sorted, and then that little one, and then we're pretty much right to start cutting pieces to box it all in, fix a bit of rust section here, and the boot floor will be back in. We can get that inner wheel well panel on as well, and it should start to look a bit more like a normal boot rear end. Back again, and yeah, we're just getting stuck into this folded edge on the boot floor, the lip around here. We'll just show you that one. Basically what we've got is a bit of this, we've folded up 2 put under here, and it'll give us that folded factory seam look that was going well. And we've got a bit of a gap in it here, which is a panel that we replaced. We're going to leave that for the tailpipes to come out, so we'll leave that bit off. It is under there, but it doesn't fold up around the edge. So yeah, we'll get this sort of tacked up underneath. We've got the tank sitting right, the floor sitting right for now, and these parts here not too bad. We'll have to obviously make all this fit later, but yeah, we'll get that all worked out along there, that seam, and progress to the rest of it. Got the floor flange tacked into place, and then we started to weld it all up fully, and the tabs on the end come up pretty good. And it was just really a matter then of grinding down all those welds, making it look good. Looked really, really good actually. Then we stitched up the relief cut. Bloody great big gap, but you can do it. Ugly to start with, but yeah, we got that all stitched up, and we've actually got that all filled in now. We had to make the filler panel for the floor, which we folded up, and it fitted in there perfectly. It's got a couple of little different angles, so we had to cut and relieve that and fit into place. Use the shrinker on the edge of it a bit. That's it from the other side. Fits in, yeah, really, really well. A bit hard to seal out. Quick rust repair in the wheel well, which we cut out and cut a piece. Tacked it all into place, and yeah, ground it all down, and that come up really good too. There's our filler piece. We tacked all that onto the floor, and the wheel well inner. Tacked all that. We had to add a little piece in. It's all on the floor, all as one piece now, one floor. So we're back on the floor again. I'll just show you where we're up to with this. So we've got all the pieces back in, like the side is on, and we had to put a bit of a gap, a piece in between it, because obviously the aftermarket floor pan didn't marry up with the new wheel well inner. So yeah, we had to put a piece in there. We've done that. We've put the tab all the way along there now. We've put that factory folded edge on the back of it, tab down here all the way through, and then we've made these pieces up to go all the way out to the edge as per they were. And we've done a join into a piece up here where we're going. We've only got a small section probably in here on both sides to marry up to the other floor, which we'll fold up and make up, and we've got to stitch this up. So where we're up to now is we've sort of spotted these, tacked these, we've peened them out, and now we've just sort of ground them off, and we'll finish welding all this in and grind and flatten and get it all pretty much ready to put in as one piece. On the floor we've got, because we replaced sections of this rails, we welded, if you can see in there, we actually welded on the inside again, just to give it more strength. Even though the welds were right through, I thought, bugger it, you know, while you've got it off, lay some more weld down on the inside, just to give it that extra strength. So yeah, we'll just run a bead of weld, which we won't grind that off. We'll just tidy all that up with a bit of blasting, treat it, and then ready to put the floor on. So we had to cut the holes in the sections of rails. Oh, there goes the clamps. In the section of rails that we replaced, somebody had put a tow bar on, so we had a few holes to plug up. We plugged those up. We just got to grind all those down. When we welded on the inside, there was more heat come through, so we got to grind all that off and tidy them up, make them look smick, and then we can put this floor back in. A little bit probably to cut out here when we do that gapping bit. We'll cut that back as best we can, try and leave that nut there, and then plug weld everything on and back into place, and that's pretty much got the boot. We'll have the boot back in. So we'll get this boot panel all done and get it back in, and then we'll show you after. There we go. Got the floor all welded up, and yeah, come together pretty good. Time to grind it all down. Plenty of welds to grind, and it's a slow process to get it right. quick test fit to make sure that it all fits after welding, fit like a glove. A cheap marking fluid trick there, jumbo texture. We got it all down, pretty right. Still a few little bits to lift up. We thought we'd roll up that little bit around the tank that we're missing, put it through the bead roller and a folder, get the right profile, which is pretty good. And we've just got to cut a piece to fit into that gap and we'll be done. So we've cut that piece and we've now got it sitting in there. Just a few magnets hold it in place just to test fit it. Yeah, it fits up pretty good. We've got it all welded up and then we tackle the other side, cut it out. The other side was just a rusty piece, even though it joined up, so we made a piece up, fitted it in, and yeah, just tack that into place and grind off the welds and pretty it up, and that's pretty much the last bits on the floor now. That's it from the other side, looks pretty good. Once it's all sort of body worked. G'day, welcome back. We just got the final pieces of the floor fitted in, and it's pretty much ready just to do a bit of grinding. Well, all the grinding is just about done. It's really just a bit of tidy up work. Paint some weld through primer on the rails and things and tidy them up, and put it all back into place finally. I'll show you. Here we go. We've put a piece in here, formed it up with the right bead roller and everything. We've done, looks a bit ordinary there, but it's actually better than that. We've done the same there on that side. Flip it right over. So we've just got this one tacked into place. It's, that one. And we've already welded this one in here. We've got to tidy it up a little bit, make it fit a bit better there, but all in all, it's nearly back to where it needs to be. So anyway, we're getting there. We'll get that all out and paint it up, and we've got to trim this up so it's all in line, straighten it out a bit, but yeah, it's actually pretty right. Anyway, another step closer. Bit of copper primer underneath on the floor, clamped all into place, and then we just double checked all the measurements and then ready to plug weld. Finally got it all welded up, floor's back in, put the tank in for a test, fits perfectly, and now we'll get all these plug welds ground down. Looking good. Actually sexy. So just a few before and after shots. Around the tank, the other corner on the driver's side. Wheel well. Haven't put the bottom bit in yet, but anyway, we'll get there. Just part of the rails, the filler section. Yeah, more around the tank. New flooring. Piece of the side on the boot. We manufactured that bottom section. Just one from the outside underneath. Looks a whole lot nicer. From the other side, absolute Swiss cheese that was. Yeah, pretty stuffed there, but we did retain part of that panel. All that back section, all replaced. Inside the wheel well, from just one of the floor again. Yeah, from underneath. And the other side that we made the filler sections up for. And then finally all finished. Ready to have the spring hangers put on. Yeah, look, just a really interesting thing. You can see in the background here, the floor's all in, and now we're having a crack at putting the spring hangers back on. Before I took the spring hangers and the floor off of the old floor, the rusted out section, I welded this bar back here on so that I'd have a fair gauging of how wide the rails would be, because we had to do so much replacement rails and everything. I wanted it to be pretty spot on to where it was, even though it was probably possibly inaccurate because of the rust was pretty bad. Anyway, we welded this bar on. I'll just show you where we're up to. So yeah, when we've drilled the holes in the that were in the rails, and we've drilled through the new floor, we've just sat this back on here. I don't know whether you can see those holes. I'll go around the other side, but they actually line up. That's incredible, absolutely incredible. It's millimeter perfect. It really has gone back together better than I could have possibly imagined. I've just sprayed a bit of grey primer over it, so it's still a bit rough underneath. There's still some ups and downs that obviously we'll put a bit of fiberall or a bit of filler in there when we paint it all. But yeah, look, it's actually, you know, measurement wise, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's as good as a backyard like I could do anyway. I couldn't ask for better. So what we've actually got is we bought some of these studs. I got them from America actually, and we're looking to put those through. They're slightly bigger diameter, only ever so slightly, you know, 0.5 millimeter or something. So we really want the factory look. So we're going to put these in. We'll get this out here, just show you. And I've put in one of my other videos before, but the original factory finish is sort of hexagonal. That's on the other side, so that's on the underside. So we've got a bit of metal, and we've actually drilled that out with a burr on the die grinder to get pretty much that exact shape. So we'll do another one with the dome, which will be on a lump of steel. We'll call that the dolly side. So we'll heat these up, glowing red hot, put them through. We'll use this. We're actually going to cut that off, and we're going to weld that onto an air hammer. So they'll go through glowing hot through the chassis rail and through the hanger. They'll come up this way. We'll have the dolly on the other side formed up the same as that, and then we'll use that air hammer on this side to hammer that down. And we should end up with, all going well if it works, pretty much a factory finish. So I know a lot of people put high tensile bolts and things through there. I don't want that. I want that to look pretty much factory. This is not a concours car or anything like that, but I just want it to look, you know, that if somebody has a look at it and says, oh, well, it's a pretty solid car. It hasn't been botched or anything. It's pretty original. So anyway, that's what we're doing, and we'll show you that process as we go. Anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, in the next video we'll show you a bit more. We'll get those spring hangers on, and I think we've got that other side to repair. Actually, this side to repair. We'll do that in another video, but anyway, over and out for now.